Now we are right around the All-Star break, and basically we just hit the home run derby, but there's been a major trade. The Yankees just acquired Michael Conforto in a big trade from the Mets. So they traded Clint Frazier and Miguel Andujar for Conforto. Now Conforto's 26, he's in the final year of his deal, but at 85 overall in left field, that's really good value. The All-Star game also kicked off today, and the AL defeated the NL, so our team didn't do very well, but we did actually have an All-Star, I believe. For those of you that are curious who our All-Star ended up being, it was Sean Doolittle. But I'm also really proud to say that we didn't just have one, we had two All-Stars, and Gleyber Torres, 15 home runs, 50 RBIs, and a decent batting average of 250. The young fella is coming into his own. Now that we've hit kind of the halfway point of the season, I'm going to give you guys a heads up as to where everyone's at for our squad. Now, Alex Wood, the guy that we traded for recently, 6-3, and he's been really good for us. Carlos Rodon, 3-6, and he's definitely struggling. Joe Ross is 7-8. He's been middle of the road, and we'll probably try to unload him in the offseason, but for now, he's going to be fine. Adam Kiley's 3-6, which has not been good. But the bright spot, the young pitcher that's been good for us, though, has been Alvin Morris, 3-0 since being called up in 24 innings pitched, 35 strikeouts in 24 innings, and a lightning sharp ERA of 2.63. You might have a Rookie of the Year candidate here. Jack Flaherty has been abysmal at 1-5, and we'll see what happens with him, but it might be too early to give up on him because if I remember correctly, he has a potential, so we'll leave him for right now. Yimi Garcia's 3-1 out of the bullpen. Sean Burnett's 3-4. You've got 5-1 from Severino Gonzalez. He's actually been fantastic for us. I wish he had more stamina, but it is what it is. We've got Brian Dwinsing, who's 1-4. We got 4-1 from Nick Whitgren. And we also down here, Kyle Barraclough's 1-2 with a couple of a lot of blown saves. And then Sean Doolittle with 3-2 record, and I believe he actually has a decent amount of saves so far, 23, which almost matches his total from 2017, so he's been really good for us. On the batting side, Cameron Maven still doing well with a 319 average, Frisk with 4 home runs and 25 RBIs, 9 homers there and 42 RBIs for Kyle Seager. Dakota Elrod with 7 homers and 41 RBIs, a batting average of 226, which I want to see better, and considering his ratings, I thought it would have been a lot better, but he's fine for now. Dietrich's doing okay. We've got 15 home runs and 39 RBIs from Zunino. He has been fantastic for us at the catcher position. Gleyber Torres, you guys already saw, was an all-star this year, here with 15 homers and 50 RBIs. We got a 260 average for Esteban Florial, 5 homers and 20 RBIs, and Andre Johnson batting 235. Again, we're putting him at the end of the lineup to kind of be our second leadoff hitter. 4 homers, 34 RBIs, and a 230 average. The young guys aren't quite where we want them to be, but they're getting much better. And Jamil Aziz, you can see coming off the bench, 3 homers, 18 RBIs with a 240 average. As you guys can tell, we've had some injury issues and some lineup issues. We need to get more people here on the bench, but we'll fix that sooner rather than later. I also want to check up on some of our big prospects here in AAA and AA. Sixto Sanchez is not doing overly well in AAA, but he's still getting some good experience. We've also got Alex Rorzandino batting 255 with a couple of homers and some RBIs there. Bobby Beamer, 0 for 1. Let's see how many actual saves he has right now. Now, we can't actually check how many saves he has, but I think he's been okay for the most part. His ERA is at 3.28. It'll get better, but we'll leave him there for a little bit longer. Bobby Beamer, who's pitching decently well here with a 3.28 ERA. We can't really check how many saves he has, but he's been okay, just not special. Jonathan Brish is actually surprising at 7-5. Good ERA, solid strikeouts, and a lot of innings pitched. Anderson Espinoza, he's seen better days. The 19-year-old phenom that we drafted, Sergio Gonzalez, well, he's had better starts so far. He's 1-2, hasn't had a ton of playing time just yet, but he's cracking the rotation here and there, but he's still another year or two, if not longer, from getting to the majors. Dominic Payne is batting barely above 200 with a couple of home runs, and Hank Chase, well, the good news is his ERA is below 5 now, so let's see if he can just keep working on that and grinding his way through AAA. Another big trade comes through as the Mets acquire Andrew McCutchen from the Blue Jays. He's got $10 million in the last year of his contract, but they trade him for Steven Matz and Wilmer Flores, so the third baseman and the starting pitcher both move for McCutchen. Seems like the Mets are trying to make a play to get into the postseason, but we'll see how that plays out for him. Our team has started to lose a few more games than I'm actually wanting to, and look, we're in season number 2. I need to see some growth, and to do that, I need to bolster our pitching. And we've acquired a ton of pitching assets. I have plenty of them, And to get a pitching asset, you have to kind of get rid of a couple. So here's what we're basically doing. Trevor Rogers, 21 years of age, 70 overall, 8 potential. He's really the diamond in this trade for them. We're also getting rid of Kyle Barraclough because, as you guys know, his contract sucks. We don't really like him that much, and we just want to get him off of the team. And then the other guy we're going to be getting rid of is going to be, as you guys know, Jack Flaherty, who is not pitching overly well. He's 23, 69 overall, 8 potential, but I don't think he's going to be very good. So we're going to get rid of both of those guys, plus Barraclough, for Luis Castillo if they take this trade. And they took it. We have our ace. I'd also mentioned in a previous episode that I wanted to get another right-handed pitcher, and in Luis Castillo, I forgot to mention, we did get that right-handed pitcher. Now, he's 10-6 in the season, a 2.05 ERA. I'm feeling really good about this trade. 97 velocity, 99 break, and now we're back to a right, left combination. And we should obviously be getting back Sean Manaea back next season, which means Castillo, and then also having Sean Manaea there. With Alex Wood, our pitching will finally be incredible. And after making that big trade, we get an opportunity from the Twins, who said they're interested in making us an offer. Now, they're interested in Luis Castillo. How about no? Up to bat for the Marlins is Kyle Seager, and I'm hoping that Kyle Seager can get a little bit of a rally started because, yeah, things aren't looking too good right now. We're down 1-0. It's the bottom of the 9th inning. And we're going to foul off the first pitch. But I believe that Luis Castillo started this game. He pitched a gem, only allowed 1 run. But our team just couldn't get any run support behind him. And that's been a growing trend. While our pitching has been incredible, a top 10 pitching staff overall in the entire MLB, what sucked has been our hitting. And to be honest, I'm not ready to give up on a lot of these young guys, but we may make a couple of moves in the offseason because some of these older guys, they aren't doing what we wanted them to, but Kyle Seager could be on the move. Up next is Dakota Elrod. 0 for 3 on the day, 1 home run shy of 10 on the season. What can the big fella do for us here? Look, just get on base or hit a home run. Either one of those are perfectly fine by me. Now waiting on that first pitch. It's going to be a high fastball. 1-1 count now to Dakota Elrod. He's going to get a hold of one. Dakota Elrod has smashed one. This is deep. This one is going back, but it is not going to be anywhere close to enough. Fooled me and didn't fool that left fielder though. Now the one shining bright star for us has been Mike Zunino. His batting average, not the best if we're being perfectly honest, but I think part of it is the guys batting around him aren't doing the best, so he's been getting some of the best stuff from the pitchers rather than having to pitch to him. And Zunino says, get up, get out of town. This one is deep, this one is going, and this one has tied the ball game. I was out here just trying to talk about his shortcomings. He says, not today. We'll talk about the shortcomings. Only talk about the big things. Zunino goes yard again. He has been a bright star. I'm going to sign this dude to a major contract the moment we have the opportunity to. Big shot there. Ties it all up in 1. Up next is going to be Gleyber Torres again. The only positional all-star that we had. 1 of 2 on the team overall with Sean Doolittle. First pitch to him is a slider that ends up being a wild pitch, and he says, I'm not going to swing at that today. Because he's 1 for 3. He's been pretty selective. 1-1 count now. Okay, now Gleyber got a hold of one, but unfortunately it's going to be real shallow, and that is going to end the inning. Up first for the Phillies is going to be Chris Taylor. Now pitching for us, we're going to have Garcia on the mound. Now again, Castillo's out, so it's Garcia's game to try to hold on to. Good first pitch there. Let's go slider on the outside now. Got him swinging on that one. So far, so good for Garcia. We're going to hit him with a changeup down low, see if we can get him a swing and miss. We almost did. He swung. He just unfortunately did an extra miss. Let's go fastball, get him chasing one away outside of the zone. He hit that one. What a play, though, by Andre Johnson, covering tons of ground. Makes the first out of the inning there as Chris Taylor goes down. Now, Scott Kingery's up next. The second baseman doesn't have a single base hit at all today. So we're going to go fastball inside to start. Got a hold of that one, and luckily for us, it's going to be foul. Let's go slider away. Similar to what we did on the last at bat. That was going to catch just barely the edge of the zone. The catcher says, I like that. Let's go change up inside. Just catch the corner of the zone. Oh, we got him on that one. Look, can we help you, sir? No, he's just looking. Take a seat on the bench, and Garcia says, whoa, okay. He robbed me on one, but we got the one that mattered. Now, Jose Abreu, a man with a whole lot of power, 1 for 2 in the day with a single. You got to be careful about throwing him anything up in the zone. We're going to feed him a steady diet of low pitches because, again, we do not want him to get a hold of anything. He's got pretty bad pitch selection, and he shows it there as he fouls one off that wasn't even as close to being a strike. That one catches him again. Can I help you, sir? No, he's just looking. Sit down, young fella. Andre Johnson, who has been 0 for 3. Look, get a rally started, young fella. if he gets on base and someone gets a base hit after that, he's pretty much guaranteed to score. One of the fastest, if not the fastest guys in all of the major league. Now, first pitch, right in there, and he's going to hit one that goes all of 3 feet, but it's going to end up being foul for Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson now sitting with a 1-2 count, looking for something good, maybe a fastball to drive. He didn't go. Don't say he went. The ump says he went. Are you kidding me? Andre Johnson punches out there, and the first out of the bottom of the 10th inning is officially here. Up next, we're going to find Estevan Florial. He's been good this season, not great, but again, lots of young talent. We're taking time, let him develop. We want to get into the postseason this year, but the way things are going at the moment, that may not be happening. So here we go with Florial. First pitch to the bat with one out, nobody on, and yeah, they pulled the table on him there. The nice splitter goes right down the middle, and he guesses completely wrong on that one. The 0-1 count now. Again, the pitcher's taking his time. He's going to hit one to the second baseman. That one is going to be an out. Scott Kingery plays it perfect, and Florial is thrown out by a step. So with our pitcher up to bat, we basically have one person that's a position player left to come in. That is Jamil Aziz. So we're going to bring in Mr. Jamil Aziz to pinch hit. He's been clutch. We've seen him have some great moments. He doesn't play every day, but when he does, he's typically good. Jamil Aziz looking to start some trouble here for the Phillies. He's going to see a pitch go outside to start. With the 1-0 count now, Jamil Aziz ready to go. Aziz pops one up, and the catcher's got an easy play to end the inning. Now, coming in to pitch is going to be Bobby Beamer. Yes, Bobby Beamer was recently called up to the major leagues, and the man with the mullet and the crazy glasses, he gets an opportunity to shine here in the 10th inning. Now, the first hitter that Bobby Beamer is going to face is Rhys Hoskins, who has a whole lot of power. His zone is pretty much red. It's not like bright red, so there's an opportunity here, but if he gets a hold of one, he's probably going to go a really long distance. Now we're going to go with a changeup here in the second pitch. Again, keeping it low. That one ends up being outside. A little bit of a control issue for Bobby Beamer, but still, I believe that he can actually get the job done here against Hoskins. Next pitch. Ooh, got him swinging again. Not bad there by Bobby Beamer. Now we're going to go curveball, a little inside on the border of the zone. Almost hit him there, so a little dicey. Now, the one thing I'm going to say is Bobby Beamer's got a good fastball, so we're going to challenge Hoskins up high. And we got him swinging 97 miles an hour of straight heat, and Hoskins, he can't believe it. Bobby Beamer says, oh, we got him. The mullet man strikes again. Now, Ian Happ, a guy that we almost traded for, he's pretty young. He was on the market from the Phillies, but ended up not trading him, as you guys see him in the game today. Now, 98 miles an hour now from Bobby Beamer. The kid has got some good stuff here. He's going, it's like a curveball. Just catches the zone. Bobby Beamer on fire right now. Let's go change up outside. See if we can get him a punch out here. Almost, he ends up making contact with that one, but we still have an 0-2 count here against him. Let's go fastball, high enough in the zone, make it go out of bounds a little bit, or out of the zone a little bit, and he swung at that one. The heat is too much. Bobby Beamer comes in the game and gets not one, but 2 strikeouts on the first hitters that he's facing. The mullet man strikes again. Now, Aledmys Diaz is up now, who has been 0 for 4 in the game, which, again, gives us an opportunity to possibly shine here. So Beamer coming in with a fastball inside. That one is poked up the middle. The first hit that Beamer has given up today goes to Florial in center. And just like that, there's a man on base for the Phillies. Now, the Phillies, crazy enough, are going to leave their pitcher Hector Neris in, and I'm kind of blown away. I'm even more blown away that that wasn't actually a strike there. Like, umpire, what are you looking at? So we go fastball down low again. It's the pitcher, so we can be, you know, a little crazy here. Let's go curveball inside. Or excuse me, slider outside. That one's beautiful as well. We'll take that one. This actually might be Maikel Franco up. Let me just double check. This is actually Maikel Franco. So, excuse me, we have Mr. Franco is up. This is not the pitcher. That scared me a little bit. This is hit down the line. Third baseman's going to make a play, and that one is going to be foul. So let's go slider, bring it back into the zone a little bit. We got him swinging. We're going to go to the second base side. Got the out there that ends the inning. We had 2 outs. Thought we only had 1, but we still got out of the inning, and Bobby Beamer pitched a gem there. Now, the Phillies are going to make an adjustment here. It looks like they're going to pull their pitcher. They're going to bring in Steve Geltz, who doesn't have any wins or losses, but his ERA is laser sharp at 2.20. This will be really tough. Now, the good news for us is the guy with the highest batting average in the season for our team, Cameron Maybin, will come in. One of the few veterans that we have on the squad, but he's 0 for 3 on the day, which will make things tough for him. We're going to look for the first pitch from Geltz. Ooh, almost swung at that one, but the slider drops out of the zone. The 1-0 count from Geltz. That one is right there, and it is just foul. So close to being fair for Maybin, but it just wasn't meant to be. Now, the 1-1 count again. Maybin's trying to lock in here. Anything close, he's got to swing. He's going to get a hold of one. Cameron Maybin hits one deep. This one is going back. The left fielder is jogging, though. and he's going to make the warning track snag. So close to ending the inning there for Cameron Abel. But here comes Marcus Frisk, 1 for 4 on the day. He's got a single. Again, another guy who's a speedster on the bases. If we get him on, he can at least get himself around to third if we can get him on base, though. First pitch to Frisk. It's a fastball a little bit above where he was swinging, and it's fouled off. The 1-2 count now for Marcus Frisk. He is going to pop one up, so we have a case of the pop outs, and second baseman, he's got an easy snag for the second out of the inning. Here comes Kyle Seager, 1 for 4. One of the veterans in the team that's supposed to be helping out these rookies, but he hasn't really had the best season of his career here in Miami, which I was hoping we find a resurgence for him, but he could be on the move in the offseason. The first pitch to Seager. It's going to be in the zone, and Kyle Seager says, "What were you saying about me, coach? What were you saying about me?" as he hits it to right field for the third out of the inning. Jorge Alfaro is going to be the next person up. We're going to keep Bobby Beamer in the game because he has been legendary so far in his performance. Now, he almost hit someone, which would be the opposite of legendary at this point. Let's go change up inside here for Beamer. Or, excuse me, outside for that one. Great pitch there by Bobby Beamer. We're going to let this guy extend his hands a little bit. Fastball high and outside. And he whips on that one. Perfect news. Now we got an opportunity to throw a curveball here. Beamer's curveball has been really good so far in today's game. That was a hump. Ooh, he hung that one, but he still got him out. A great pitch there by Bobby Beamer. And just like that, 1 down in the game with Carlos Santana. Again, another guy with a whole lot of power. The bad news is we have a lefty. And Santana, all the power in the world. He's going to hit one up the middle. We almost got that one. So close to being stopped by Andre Johnson. But Santana's not really a speedster, so as long as this ball doesn't leave the infield, we shouldn't have to worry much about Santana really scoring or trying to steal on us. Now up next, who do we have here? Looks like Chris Taylor is up. Really good batting average against lefties. We're going to catch him with a strike in the middle. Looks like they were taking a pitch on that one no matter what. Let's go change up inside. Dropped off the table, and it's not going to be a strike here. Test him a little bit with the fastball up high. Santana actually tried to hit and run. He actually tried to steal on us. Can you believe that? Let's go curveball. Just outside the zone. That one hung up a little bit. What a play there. We're going for the flip. Can we get him out at first? We got him so close. What a snag there by Gleyber Torres. A gold glove play if you ask me, and we're out of the inning. Dakota Elrod, get yourself a hit, young fella. You're 0 for 4 on the ball game. Your batting average, it needs to come up some. But what can we do here against Steve Geltz? Again, another pitcher who has been dominant for the Phillies. We're going to let him throw one in the dirt. Good eye there by Elrod. 1-0 count now. Elrod's going to hit one over to the third baseman. A great snag though by Santana. The throw to first is easy. And another easy out there for the Phillies. Mike Zunino, the last time we saw him, he hit a home run in the bottom of the ninth. That home run obviously tied things up here. It'd be poetry in motion if he hits a home run here and just ends the game. Now first pitch to Zunino is, okay, he swung for the fences. The bad news is he just didn't make contact. The 0-1 count now for Zunino. He's going to smack one in. Carlos Santana with the reaction time on the hot corner makes a huge grab that would have been a double. And the second out of the inning is here with Gleyber Torres back up. 1 for 4 on the day with a single. Someone on this team's got to get a base hit soon. With 2 outs and nobody on, Gleyber Torres ready to go to bat. He's going to lay off the first one, which again, Geltz has not been throwing strikes to start the pitch off. Here we go with the next pitch. The slider in the dirt. The 2-1 count now for Torres. He's going to smack one. Gleyber Torres has got one. This is going deep. This one's going back. I don't know if he has enough room. That one is going. Gleyber Torres says, Zunino, you hit one earlier. You couldn't do it on the last at bat. But Gleyber Torres, this is why this dude was an all-star. He flashed the leather earlier. He hits a home run here. And that is a major league home run for the young fella. Getting the walk-off hit, and everybody is celebrating. Gleyber Torres, man, you deserve it. You deserve it, young fella. Throw the hat off. Let the camera shine. This is your moment. What a shot by the young fella. After that major win, this is where we stand so far in the season. We are 11.5 games back in our division, which doesn't make things look very good. And if we look at the wild card side of things, oh boy, we're pretty far down. We're 8.5 games back there. Is it impossible? No, but the good thing is we're about 17 games below what we actually were last season in terms of the wins, so we should be able to get past 68 wins this year. I believe in us. We got to turn things around sooner rather than later, but this squad, I feel like they are finally clicking, especially after those trades.